Folks, let's do our Wasatch Front market update for you so you know what to expect and what is happening in today's market. Folks, we're seeing some significant changes in inventory, what is happening with demand, as well as how people are buying and selling properties. We are seeing in the Wasatch Front right now, folks, about 5,200 homes, just a little over 5,200 active listings on the market. But these are the numbers to think about. This time last year, we were up 42% in listings. But as far as our sold properties, we're down, more than 8%. So folks, we're just seeing more inventory and less sales. So it's creating kind of more properties. Now, folks, I don't want you to think this is a bad thing. Folks, this is what happens when a market is changing when you have high interest rates. With interest rates, we have seen a change. Over the last 6, 7, 8 weeks, folks, we've seen small little adjustments. In fact, we were up over 7%. They've kind of come down a little bit down in that mid sixes. Just so you know, like on a $400,000 loan, that would be equivalent to roughly about $100 a month as far as the price point or the payment difference. Over the life of a 30-year loan, that's almost $40,000 over that life. So I know it's an incremental change, but the terms really do affect in the long run over that 30 years, not only your monthly payment, but how much you pay into that loan. But what we're seeing, folks, as far as the purchasing habits of people and what people are doing right now, we're finding a couple things. Average days on market in the Wasatch Front currently is 69 days. Folks, I know for our team, our average time on market is under 30 days, but let me tell you a couple things that we're doing completely different, and this has no impact on our peers, but from the beginning, in being a marketer and happening to sell real estate, I knew we had to make our properties compelling. How do we do that? We're spending more time and energy than ever preparing our properties for market. That runs with us making sure that we're going through our staging plan, our home selling plan. We're making sure that they have our photography checklist. We're making sure that if we need to invest money into that physical property, we're making those improvements so it physically looks and feels better, and we're not having the problems of the fix-up. Then we're making sure that not only have we now prepared it for market, so the condition and the showability is there, we're spending more money on exposing the property. We're reaching out to people via our marketing, via our targeted marketing campaigns, and retargeting so they come back to us. And in addition to that, making sure our price is in line. I'll tell you, folks, and this is not a statistic of the market, but we're finding that probably 10 to 20% of the homes on the market are really the only ones selling. 40% are probably sitting there just kind of waiting and doing some things, and they're slowly adjusting. The other 30-40%, folks, they're just not selling at all. Why? They are stuck in pricing and in interest rates that they thought were previously low, and the market's just different. We have higher interest rates. We had a crazy run up in prices years ago. We've seen a moderation. We haven't seen problems. Just so you know, folks, they're anticipating in 2025 that single family homes, they'll go up, 2 to 3%. The properties that are going to go up more is those condos and townhomes. Why? The demand is there. We're seeing a higher demand for the more affordable price point properties. So townhomes, condos, we're seeing those goes up. So folks, if you're buying, selling a property, I want you to think about the following. There's a little bit more inventory. You're finding that people are a little bit more negotiable. They're willing to maybe buy down that interest rate. Imagine that 7% to a 6.5% to 5.5%. And they're helping buy down those rates. They're being more creative, and they're trying to make deals work. And they're a little bit more willing to make any type of repairs on the property. So if you're a buyer, it's really good. If you're a seller, just know a lot of your peers, a lot of the other listings, they're not making changes with the market. They're living kind of in the past and not saying, what do I need to do to make sure that I'm getting my property in line with today's market so that I can bring a buyer that's willing to facilitate a sale and able to close. And that's the big one, making sure we're going through the documentation to make sure they close. Folks, it is a good market. It is a different market. We're finding it's good for buyers. It is good for sellers and some investments. Folks, I've closed on 3 different investment properties personally. I do see the value of it. If you're looking at buying, selling, or investing in real estate, reach out to us. Let us help you get some information about your property, about your location, about the property in question, so you are the most knowledgeable buyer, seller, or investor in the market. Looking forward to serving you. Thanks.